If you're wondering what the difference in grouping between the FX Impact MK2 and the Walther Rotex RM8 might be at 40 and 50 meters, this is the video for you. Okay, so what we're going to be looking at is these guns firing over those two distances using their preferred pellet. So first of all, we'll look at the 40 meter data. Okay, so in the Walther Rotex RM8, I'm using Bisley Magnums, and in the FX Impact Mark II, I'm using JSB Dabalos 8.44 grain, 4.54 millimeter. Let's look at the footage of me shooting that now, and then we'll talk about it. So I think it's fair to say that there isn't a great deal of difference at 40 meters between the group size of these two guns. You might possibly say that the FX Impact is a little bit tighter, and you might say that the RM8 has one flyer, but I think they're fairly similar. Certainly, they're both good. Okay, but I think it's important not to just stop at 40 meters. I think we should take it out to 50 meters and look at the difference in group size that these two guns offer. Again, I'm using the same pellet in both as before, so the RM8, the Bisleys, the FX, the JSBs. So let me show you that footage now, and then we'll talk about it. So when we look at the difference in grouping at 50 meters, I think we can begin to discern where the differences begin to emerge between the two guns. The grouping for the FX is tighter at 50 meters. The RM8 is an odd-shaped group. It seems to be kind of vertical, whilst the FX is a nice tight little circle. And I think that this is a really important finding. So if you were just to compare the guns at 40 meters, you might think, well, there's not really a great deal in it. And that there may be some truth to that. But it's when, with the more expensive FX, when we start going at longer distances, we begin to observe how tight the groups are compared to the RM8. Now, that's not saying the RM8 is bad, but I think demonstrably, when we look at the data, the FX is better. However, I think it would be important to say that it would be really good fun to test this again under more ideal conditions, i.e. not outside and on a proper shooting rest. However, I thought that this would be a valuable video for anyone that might be interested in these two guns, as well as the merits of one over the other. Keep your comments coming in. It's really fun responding to everyone and listening to it all. And the final thing that I want to say is that Crackshot are doing a charity shoot on Halloween weekend. So that's October the 30th and 31st, 2021. And all the proceeds from everything that's raised on the day is going to the Devon Air Ambulance. And I think that's a really important charity to support. So there you go. I'll see you soon in a future video. Take care and happy shooting.